What is going on, guys? Welcome back. I just posted a video a couple of days ago about Wildline Rope's Featherlite Linemans Belt, so please make sure to go check that out. But today I want to show you the Featherlite Tether. This one should be pretty short because, you know, a tether's a tether, right? Well, this one's got some features that I think would pique your interest. So this rope is not your average rope. In fact, it was designed specifically for Wildline ropes, and it is different than any other tether on the market right now. The rope itself is made up of a super strong Dyneema core and has a 32 strand nylon sheath similar to that of paracord that is going to add grip for the friction hitch as well as protect the core from abrasion and debris. The overall diameter of this rope is going to be at 7.9 millimeters and it has a breaking strength of 4,000 pounds or 17 kN. This combination is super light, coming in at about 4 ounces without a carabiner, and if you add a Kong duck, that is going to put you at about 6.5 ounces. Now, compared to my old 8mm tether coming in at about 10 ounces, that is not a huge weight savings, but the size really makes up for it. Now, you may be thinking at 7.9mm versus 8mm, that's not a big difference, right? If you measure the actual diameter of each, the Featherlite is actually 7.9mm, or 5/16 of an inch, and the so-called 8mm is actually 9.5 millimeters or 3/8 of an inch. I'll put a side-by-side comparison right here. As you can see, the Featherlite is an obvious amount smaller in diameter. And as you can see here, with them wrapped up as tightly as possible, it is a good amount of space savings. And if you were to get the hitch with the soft shackle, it would look a little bit more like this. So this tether is going to come standard with a soft shackle for attaching to the tree. If you are unfamiliar with soft shackles, they are often used in rigging and off-road recovery and have proven time and time again to be very safe, strong, and reliable. Most importantly, the soft shackle allows you to connect to the tree without the use of a carabiner, quick link, or having to girth hitch your tether around the tree. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how that's done. All right, so now I'm going to show you this soft shackle, which is essentially 2 loops fixed into almost the end of the rope, a knot tied here. And so basically what you do is you wrap this around whatever you want to wrap it around, and then you put it through one loop, and then you put it back through the other loop, and then essentially it tightens down on it so it does not allow that knot to come back through the loop. So I'll show you how to put it around a tree. So you bring it around, your loops are down here, right? So you'll put the end of your rope around, bring it through your first loop closest to you, pull it through, and then go back through the second loop. When it passes through there and you pull it tight, basically it cinches down on itself and creates a loop on the end. Basically acts like a sewn eye or something like that on the end of your rope. So if you wanted to, you could leave that soft shackle done all the time and then just pull your rope back through, and then whenever you go to hook back up the next time, you just feed your rope back through it. But for demonstration purposes, we're gonna use the soft shackle. So as you're climbing, you would use this just like you would any other tether. You just kind of pull some slack into it, move your rope up, cinch it back down, you're good to go. When you go to remove it, like I said earlier, if you wanted to girth hitch it, you would just pull your carabiner off of the end, pull it back through, leave your loop on the end, or you could undo your soft shackle, which would be pushing it back through the second loop, putting it back through the first loop, and it opens it up. There is another version of this friction hitch. This one is the eye to eye, which means it's just like an eye to eye Prusik, and then you would just hook your carabiner through both eyes. And then the other version would be a soft shackle, and you would hook it up to your bridge just like you did to this side of your tether. In order to remove slack from the load side, you just pull forward on the tag end as if you were using a tender, and then when weight is applied, the hitch will grip the rope. In order to add slack to the load side, you can take 2 fingers and lightly pull down on the top of the hitch, sliding it down the tag end of the rope. Please note, just like any other device or hitch, adjusting out should not be done with your weight on the rope. This could turn out very badly. The friction hitch is going to be the same WLR hitch that I talked about in the Featherlite Linemans Belt video, just a little bit bigger. So my final consensus, I think this tether has some pretty big advantages over just about anything out there right now. It's smaller, it's lighter, it's plenty strong enough for us as saddle hunters, and it's easier to install with the soft shackle. And you have the option to get the soft shackle on your friction hitch to let you go completely metal free on your tether. So if you guys haven't heard of Wildline Ropes, check him out, wildlineropes.com. He's got so much more to offer, and he's always coming up with something new. If you're interested in seeing him demo some of his newer products, check out my video from the Mobile Hunters Expo 2023. I will post a link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time in Rob's Man Cave.